Welcome back. Today we're reacting to episode 6 of Helluva Boss, Truth Seekers. As always, this episode of Helluva Boss and anything else Helluva Boss related is for mature audiences. Please go check out the original video from the original creator Vivziepop. There will be a link to it in the description. And I'm super excited for this one. I've been told by a couple people now that episode 6 is one of their favorites, like top 2, top 3. So, really looking forward to this. Let's just jump right in.
Right there. This was the first sighting.
They are definitely from hell.
Oh, someone caught them on camera.
To cross over into our world, and they seem to be killing specifically targeted people. But
How'd they get all of these scenes? Like, okay. Let's pause it for a sec here. Look at the scenes going on in the background. We got them at the theater. From what episode was that? 4? We got him in the forest when STOLAS called him in like episode 1. What else we got? Episode 1. I think that was episode 3, Eminem making the money. I don't think there's anything new here that we haven't seen before. Yeah, when they're in the forest. Like, how did they get these shots?
All over the country. There's no way to predict where they'll show up next.
oh well.
Of course, that's
convenient.
them.
Remember, we can't be seen.
Oh, boy.
Pardon my words, sir, but you're currently being the loudest.
I said shush your dick sucker.
Ah, gross! Oh, nice save, Blitz. Oh, they're actually coming after them.
Luna, close it!
Uh-oh. Look at Blitz, like, actually caring about leaving the portal open and letting humans in. That actually surprises me, to be honest. He saves Moxie. I smell colors.
Back off, you tuxedo-wearing fox.
Blitz, why didn't you shoot? What was that?
Suits at corporate corners loses now. That was pretty badass.
Super
That was pretty badass, the whole rappelling down the building. So, oh, Millie's pissed. So, who are these guys then? Like,
You okay there?
What are you doing sitting there? The boys are in trouble. Open it again.
Blitz was using a total of 0 euphemisms, innuendos, or swears. That means it was serious, which means I don't
true.
open it until...
Open the fucking portal now!
I think she's serious too, Luna. Oh, we gotta, I'm sorry, we
I
gotta.
don't open it until...
Open the fucking portal
Okay, watch where she twirls the axe. Her expression. She is out to kill some people.
They aren't here.
Ah,
Smells like they went this way.
good thing you have a hellhound to track them.
The dumbass twins.
Are we gonna get to see some Luna action? Millie's a badass, we already know that.
Finally awake, huh, little fella?
So are these like some government agents?
Look, shitbag, it takes a lot to keep me down, alright?
They got their tails tied in a knot.
Also, I've been strapped nipple first to a car battery, so okay. Who do you work for? Satan?
I don't doubt that you've been strapped nipple first to a car battery.
Humans.
When did you show up here?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, bitch. First of all, we just woke up from a very nasty shock, and I'm still feeling fucking woozy, so I'm gonna request you fetch us some coffee before we get into this. I mean, everyone gets coffee in shitty movies with scenes like this.
It's
right?
true.
I
It's
want
true.
something iced, bitch. Mox?
I'll have a Neapolitan cappuccino, more cappa than chino. Make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. The beans won't have the right texture otherwise. And make sure they spell my name correctly on the cup. They always put Foxy or Roxy. I hate that. If you can't handle that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots, affogato and ristretto. I'd also love
Moxie?
3 vanilla pumps at the very bottom. Then add the coffee
Shut up.
after. Then
We aren't getting you, Scorpion.
Wow, I was getting massive douche chills just there, Mox. Congrats.
If we had to,
I suppose that was kind of the goal, though, right?
torture methods to get answers out of you next
I love
year.
Moxie.
When you say tortured, you mean physical or psychological? Physical seems counterproductive. We would likely tell you anything if it meant an end to the pain. And
Call him out,
no
Mox.
knowing what was true.
Or we might like it too much, and then you've got a whole new thing to deal with.
What do you mean by that?
They are demons.
Stupid, huh? I could work with stupid, daddy likey dummy.
Good one, sir.
I love how they've been captured and they're tied up and they are just messing with them constantly. It's so awesome.
You better stop laughing at us!
Yeah! You are the ones at our mercy.
It's hard to resist. I'm really sorry. I mean, considering your approach thus far, you've had us tied here for what? Hours? And you haven't even had us confirm
It's
what
been
exactly
hours?
we are.
What are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, a smart guy, huh?
Okay, Moxie, you're just kind of going up and up and up in my book.
Takey!
We aren't playing your vile demon kinks.
I mean, that's what it sounded like back there, you sickos.
Please don't give them ideas, sir.
Why not? I know the shit you're into.
Ah, we are not getting kinky with you.
Calm down, one!
They're so flustered.
Monsters get to you!
Hey, aren't we gonna get our phone call, bitch?
Well, that entirely depends. Who are you gonna call? Hmm?
Your fat mom, taking her for a fat time.
It seems like the demons are in charge here, guys.
He's dead!
Well, wait now. Wait. If his fat mom is dead, doesn't that mean he could call her potentially? Wait.
His fat mom is dead!
Dorks. I'm trying to remember, what was that show called I used to watch when I was a kid? On like the old Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or something like that. Kind of gives me Kids Next Door. It kind of gives me like Kids Next Door vibes. You know, you got one and it's got the shades. And...
This where they ended up?
I think so. Fuck, this looks intense. How
yeah,
are we
like
gonna
what
get
is
in?
this place? Is this the government? Is this like some private? I noticed very interestingly, the guards at the front of this building, they're holding very interesting weapons. I don't know if that's relevant, but it just seems odd that you would hold a... I don't know what that weapon's called. Yeah, I can't remember. But, interesting.
Fuck, this looks intense.
I don't know if that has any relevance or not. So Luna's actually, like, humongous compared to Millie. See, they got swords. Nunchucks. Uh-oh. Oh, go Luna! And Millie. We've already established you don't mess with Millie. Luna's got some moves too, though. Wow. That was badass. It's very interesting, though, because it's showing that we're in a modern part of the country or world or whatever.
Damn, you're pretty agile for an old lady. I'm like 5 years older than you.
That was awesome. But it's established that we're in a modern part of the world, right? Because we saw the guys watching on monitors through cameras. The weapons that they had at the beginning, these two people, you know, a net launcher that somehow had some sort of like EMP that shocked them enough to knock them out. It's just very interestingly that the guards that they're running into are using like samurai swords and nunchucks. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but maybe there's some sort of significance to that.
Stop insulting my mother! She's dead!
Hey, let's just leave them here until they feel like talking.
Don't worry, Mox. If we keep being obnoxious, they'll eventually slip up and we'll get a chance to get out. Let's just keep...
So it was very intentional. They're messing with them on purpose.
Clearly, it usually works.
Usually works. How many times have you had this happen, Blitz?
Well, we could play games.
Truth bomb.
Play games?
Let's check out the other buttons. You got haha gas, bitch juice, soup at the top right there. Truth bomb.
Just worried about Millie. She'll be on her way by now, I'm sure.
Ugh, she'll be fine, Moxie. It would take a roided up hippo to take down that woman when she's upset.
We've never dealt with the human government before.
It's true.
She's in danger.
If a giant fish monster wouldn't do it. And also, did we just get confirmation that this is the government then? Or a government?
Worried about Millie, and she's always 5 fucking feet away from you.
I mean, that is kind of true, right? Did I just lose audio, though?
She's always 5 fucking feet away from you. It's pathetic.
That
Oh,
was
there we go.
awfully personal.
It is kind of true, but
So why the fuck I just let my
Kinda
guts
mean.
spill like that?
they're so cute.
Sir, they're filling this room with something.
Fuck.
Is that the truth bomb?
I think it's some kind of airborne truth-telling syrup.
Oh, you just guessed that's what it is?
That's what I was gonna say. It just happened to randomly guess that it might be truth serum.
Ask me something specific I wouldn't normally tell you.
Okay, does Millie ever peg you?
Sometimes. Wait, ew!
Of course that's what you would ask, Blitz. Oh my god. Why would I think that you would ask anything else? Like, of course that's your question, right? And the answer was yes. It was in episode 3, right? Where they went to the beach with Veronica and all that stuff. When Moxie was drunk and he said, she totally pegs you, doesn't she? So this is an ongoing gig. And now he knows the answer.
Fuck, why that?
I knew it.
Your suit is tacky. Fuck, I'm so
Uh-oh, you crossed a line there.
Fucking
We heard how proud he was of his suit in the pilot.
music. I'm sorry.
taste.
How dare
You
you?
said you liked that musical I recommended to you.
I lied. I left halfway through.
You said you loved it.
It was awful, Moxie. It was about ugly, horny cats.
Are they taking a dig at Cats, that movie? Was that Taylor? I never saw it, but I just know that everyone that I ever heard of seeing it hated it. And there's always people just crapping on it all the time. That's hilarious.
I've said so many lies.
This is gonna be a good night.
Damn it, Moxie. This is all your fault.
What, are you starting to hallucinate?
My fault.
What kind of gas is this? It seems like if you were to have a truth serum gas, you wouldn't want to lace it with anything that would make them hallucinate, right? Because you still need them to kind of be cognizant for questioning. Otherwise, what are you going to get out of this? Or maybe it's not supposed to do this, but because they're demons and different physiology and all that stuff, maybe, hey? I'm thinking way too hard about this, I feel. Oh, look at that animation switch up. It's like Disney-like.
Music. Is that you?
That is so cool.
Because I swear to
It
say.
is no prank, bitch.
Hey! Why do you sound like that?
Because you, my precious little bitch boy,
Stop it,
are
sir.
tripping.
You're tripping balls.
No.
Is this a play on Phantom of the Opera?
Or DMT, it's a bad trip. Oi, Gavalt. Of course,
Oi,
it's
Gavalt.
be your fault.
Haven't heard that in a long time. Look at this animation. Wow.
Yes,
Did I notice that, or if you look, let's see if we can go frame by frame here. I don't know if that's a mistake or if that's intentionally left in there since they're hallucinating, but you can actually see the draw lines here. I just caught it like flicker for a second there. Really interesting. But this drawing, the animation change to the different style, like, that's amazing. Once again, I'm not an animator. I don't really know much about animating at all. But I would imagine that switching between styles when you're used to one and then having to draw the same characters and stuff in a different style, that must be very difficult.
yes, bitch.
I just keep calling them it.
This is just typical.
Tell him,
You can
Mox.
play at this game of dismay, 'cause if you're here causing frustration, I'm torturing.
I'm sorry. I have to go back a sec here.
First of all, fuck you.
So,
This is just typical. Well, two can play at this game of dismay, 'cause if you're here.
he has hoofs. He's got hoofs. Interesting. Okay, one sec. Let's pause there for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry I had to step away for a minute there, but let's get back right into it.
Here causing frustration, I'm torturing you in your hallucination.
Oh, Blitz is having more of a psychedelic experience here than Moxie is, eh? Ah, what is that? Of course he licks it. Why wouldn't he?
I simply follow your orders. It isn't my fault if your orders.
Oh man, that's really cool. The animated drawn Moxie.
Why are you talking like that? What the fuck does that even mean?
I am simply speaking Satan's plain English. Perhaps
That was a cool transition.
sometime, and then maybe you can understand half of the frivolous things I carry on and on about on my daily life.
It's really cool to explore the contrast between Moxie's hallucination and Blitz's here. You know, Moxie's is the, I wouldn't really call it happy, but the more upbeat, singing, Phantom of the Opera type of parody, if you will. And Blitz's is more of like a psychedelic break almost. And judging by the way that he's imagining Moxie talking to him and the things that Moxie are saying, it kind of gives me the impression that maybe Blitz doesn't think that much about himself.
Shut up!
Why do you hurt me so?
I know.
Why must you push my friends away? Why does it seem like a recurring thing that you alienate with your toxic routine?
I don't know. Eventually, everyone
Because
goes.
you're thoughtless and cruel and you'll end up alone.
Oh, that's stung.
My dear boss, you don't know what you are doing half the time, and you depend on
The transition of that guitar in the background between the two different songs, kind of linking them together. Well, this one's not really a song, it's more of a background, but... Oh, we got Strider. And Robo Fizzaroli.
Yet you still shove away anyone who gets too close until they
Veronica.
for being a selfish, shitty shit.
And notice, because this is in Blitz's head, right? Notice that he's voicing these characters himself. He's imitating their voices with his voice, which I think is just brilliant. It's also nice to see some characters coming back in for a little bit that we've seen in other episodes. Oh, STOLAS up on the throne. That's got to be a very interesting dynamic in Blitz's mind, right? With his relationship with STOLAS. A transactional relationship, as he calls it, right? But that's got to be a really interesting dynamic, you know, because STOLAS is a prince and Blitz is the lowest of the low in hell, right? An imp. So it's interesting to see that as he imagines STOLAS up on a throne, you know, up literally elevated by this golden staircase.
I believe your subconscious is trying to tell you that you simply cannot fathom proper intimacy, but also craving as well. It's rather unfortunate, sir, considering it's often how you treat those who stand by you, such as myself.
Well, why the dress?
I may have enough of it one day.
Moxie's speaking the truth in the background. Yeah, this is just so interesting to kind of show that dynamic of how, from Blitz's perspective. What are you guys getting out of this, though? You're not getting any information. You're just making them hallucinate internally. Wow.
Why
Oh, that transaction was nice.
You held your true feelings inside.
I am scared of rejection.
Why, Moxie, why do you have Millie put it in your butt?
It gives me an erection.
No need to hide. We accept your true feelings. So
It gives me an erection.
To be true.
Oh my
the
god.
world is your anus, so peg it with honesty. In a jackass, it's true.
I love this show.
Yes, it's true.
The humor.
Back as ourselves,
Oh.
I will be a better friend than I was before.
Be better at speaking my mind.
Hey,
And together
I don't want to pause in the middle of the song here.
to become fine.
So, one, the song and the evolution of it with the transitions back and forth are beautiful. But also, I noticed, I'm thinking it's intentional, but you can kind of see in some of this, as it's progressing, the drawing lines coming back on Moxie. I don't notice it in Blitz, though, which is odd. But yeah, even right there, you can kind of see on his face the drawing lines there from the initial sketch, I'm guessing, before they kind of came over and finalized it. So I'm really interested if that was kind of like an unintentional detail that was left in there. But these guys are so meticulous. And the fact that it's popped up a few times now in this scene, and it's only been on Moxie that I've noticed, and it hasn't been outside of this hallucination, outside of this art style, kind of makes me believe that it's intentional. And I'm not sure what that could signify. I can't quite come up with anything for that. But maybe it does, and if I'm missing something obvious, just let me know. The one's all wore out. Of course. As sad as it is, that's more real than you'd like to admit. Oh, they're coming back to it. So I do have to ask, though, what did they, the government agents, what did they actually gain out of it?
Do you remember what you said to me after my first day with the company?
Not really.
I remember.
Are we going to have a
You
heart-to-heart?
told me I did a good job and that you were proud to work with me. I feel like you wanted to say something more judgmental, but you said that because I needed it. And it helped.
Look, I'm hard on you because I know what you're capable of, Mox. You care too much about what everyone thinks, except for me, because, you know, my opinion is correct, but just
My
keep
opinion's
doing a
correct.
good job, okay? You shoot and kill good, you escape things easy.
Oh,
you
Blitz
can be
being
strategic
nice.
and cold-blooded when you need to, and don't expect any more compliments. I'm maxed out.
Thank you, sir.
You know my name. Use it.
Thanks, Blitz.
Hey, I think that's the first time we've heard Moxie
Impressive work, Mills.
say
What did you
Blitz's
do all
name.
by yourself?
Oh, she's not by herself.
Get your asses out here before more fuckers show up!
Go Luna. Oh, wait. Oh, that was so cool. Okay, we gotta...
Show up!
There's the ears. That was an awesome transformation. She messed up that girl really good. You guys were just that close.
One too many emotions for today, guys. Let's fuck these fuckers up.
Yeah! Okay, I'm sorry to pause because it seems like it's going to get really good here. But... okay, I didn't imagine that. This guy with the, I don't know what that weapon's called. He has a giant beard and mustache. Right? And then we get to here.
These fuckers up.
He goes to throw it, and there is no beard or mustache there. Oh, he kept the mustache. How did I notice that, and why does it bother me so much? Oh, go Luna! Oh, she's got some moves. This animation is insane. Ah, you don't mess with Millie. We've established that. You just don't do that. Look at the camera's moving all over the place and rotating and... Wow. Millie's happy as can be right now. We got Mox and Blitz working together. Golden Gun. A selfie with the head. Of course he does. The characters are so well written too, because by this point, wow, we kind of know their personalities.
I am just so damn proud of you. Bye, sweetie.
Aw, she likes it. She just doesn't want to admit it. Hey, Blitz! Like you're greeting your friend at the amusement park. Yeah, I think Millie's good with the axe. She doesn't need a gun.
How about some water?
My question is, why are these guys sticking around? Why haven't they booked it yet? If I was there and I saw all this happening, I'd be gone.
Who wants some quality time with Daddy?
Once again, going back to the personality thing. That line fits perfectly in with Blitz's personality.
Good God, why are we only using weapons from Japan's Edo period?
The Edo period. You're right. But if we had some guns, we might stand a chance. You had guns at the beginning, right? It was a net gun, and what, she had like a sniper rifle. Moxie going to town. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Really going for the dick there, ain't ya? Here, I got it for you.
Oh. My dick. I saw what was written on the rocket.
Crumbs. Is everyone okay?
Woo! How's that for demon scum?
Oh, poor Moxie. Red button.
Oh, shit. Come on, family.
Of course those two survived. Lockdown mode. I love how the outside is like a restroom
I can't read the spell in this lock.
occupied.
I can't see dick.
So interesting fact, I don't have a source for this, but I believe I've heard this somewhere, that dogs actually have a hard time seeing the red spectrum. That their vision cannot see the red spectrum that well. I actually think I just read that recently. So it actually would make sense if there's red lights blaring around, you know, and that was the only source of light that Luna couldn't see very well. That makes sense. Huh, that's really cool. But then also my question is, though, we've noticed that every time the book has been used, it's been Luna. So are the imps not capable of using the book? Or is that just a choice? Interesting.
Well, shit. Looks like we milked this weapon tit dry, and now
We'll
we're
just
out of badassery.
kill those two.
You demons aren't going anywhere now.
Oh, they got guns now. Where'd you get those guns from? That was interesting. They like merged together or something. Come on. I know those four eyes. It's my boy coming in. They have no idea what's going on either, do they? The imps. That's definitely STOLAS. Those are the same footprints from episode 2. She's done for.
What's the matter, Demon Hunter? Never seen a real demon before.
I love that. It's, oh, you got these cute little imps, huh? Well, let me show you what a prince can do. Ah, there it is! That's the STOLAS' seal. I actually, bear with me one second. I think right over here I just happen to have, I do happen to have it. I mentioned in one of the earlier episodes how I had an interest in angelology and demonology. I don't really buy into that stuff that well. I'm not a religious person, and I don't buy into a lot of the superstitious stuff. I think that there's a lot that we as humans don't understand. But I think that a lot of this stuff is made by us to explain things that we're uncomfortable with. But I just so happen, let's see if I can show this in frame here, to have the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is glitching out on the screen here, which is the Book of the Ars Goetia. And somewhere in here, if I can find it quickly, is the seal for STOLAS. Aha, yep. So, I don't know if that's going to show up. It's not going to show up on the screen. Oh, you can kind of see it. I got this dynamic background remover on. But the seal for STOLAS is actually what they drew out there. That's the actual seal, which is really interesting. STOLAS, or Stolos, the 36th spirit of the Ars Goetia, is a great and powerful prince. Huh. That's really cool. And he can teach the art of astronomy and some other things, which makes sense about Stolas's fascination with astrology there, or astronomy. I think it's really cool that they kind of base a lot of these characters off of some of this mythos, you know. Really cool. So anyway, let's rewind a few seconds here. This is really cool. How is she okay after that? Her neck twisted around. Oh, there he is. Is that like his demon form or whatnot? Ah, yeah. That was so cool. That's a background there. That's a desktop background. Actually, I know I'm pausing during the worst times here, but I want to say STOLAS is usually portrayed as a horned owl. Accurate. Usually appears in the shape of a mighty raven. I'd call that a raven, right? Oh, it's so cool how they did all this stuff. It's just amazing. We're actually, I'm sorry, but we gotta watch this part again. This is amazing. There's Daddy. Interestingly, he just left them there.
How did you know that we needed help?
I have my ways, darling.
Darling.
Right.
Oh, I'm fine, Stolas.
Good. How the fuck did you get caught by humans? Are you little creatures not being careful up here? You know.
I've noticed that Stolas's pupils only show when he's like
They caught us off guard, Your Highness.
very emotional about something, and it seems to be like an anger.
Luckily for you, most don't believe.
Pretty sure he had it when he was talking to his daughter at the end of episode 2 too. So I think that's sort of a tell for him about how emotional he is in that moment.
Yes, please.
And he goes from like this super scary demon, like, I mean, obviously he's still a super scary demon, but he goes from like this super just crazy scary raven thing, making those guys literally crap their pads pretty much, to kooks is a silly word in the space of 5 seconds.
Am I going to get any thank you for the rescue, Bitsy?
Gotta thank
You
him.
should. Want me to fuck your brains out tonight?
Very much so.
All right,
Of course.
But you're keeping quiet, or I'm using those bear traps.
Bear traps.
Oh, please do.
No. So then we got that relationship developing into a more of a relationship.
Now?
So it's really interesting that he let them live.
Seriously.
STOLAS is actually one of the few pacifist demons, according to the mythos.
Nobody in corporate is ignoring this.
Of course, they got camera footage. Is that the end? Yeah. So, STOLAS is a pacifist demon. He has no problem killing humans, but not without good reason. He much prefers not to do that, according to the mythos once again. Which fits in perfectly with him coming and scaring the crap out of them and then just letting them live because he doesn't see them as a threat. But it turns out that they might actually be a threat because they have video footage of everything. So it's going to be really interesting to see if... I'm assuming that they're going to be recurring characters, and we're going to expand upon that, and they're going to show up again sometime. So that'd be really cool. This was amazing, amazing episode. I could see why this is some people's favorites. I want to see who wrote the song. Let's see here. It's gotta come up soon. As always, the songwriting is right on point. Just beautiful. Flows perfectly with the story. The character voices, the animation was next level in this one. Wow. It still blows my mind that for a free YouTube show, this is the quality we get. Moxie's Bad Trip, written by Sam Haft. Sam again. I mean, bravo, sir. You are very talented. Wow. Amazing. But it's really cool as well that we got to see... You know, up until this point, it's kind of been a lot of jokes and, you know, a lot of humor. We've had some kind of emotional moments, like with STOLAS and his daughter, Octavia. Yeah, Octavia, or Via, for short, I think he calls her too. And we've seen like a couple real moments between like Luna and Blitz about the whole adoption thing at the beach where they kind of got into their fight. So there's been some emotional stuff. It's been a lot of humor, which is great. But then in this episode, it kind of like grabbed us and pulled us back and said, hey, this is a reminder that they're also demons, right? We're having fun here, but at the end of the day, they're demons. And they're capable of some pretty scary stuff, especially when you start getting to like a Prince of Hell, STOLAS and everything. And kind of reminded us who we're dealing with, which I loved. So STOLAS has a few tricks up his sleeve then. If he knew they were in trouble somehow, was able to apparently reanimate some of the dead people to draw his seal in blood to summon himself into the living world. I mean, wow, talk about an entrance. I can't speak enough praise for this episode and the show. It's just amazing all around. So really, really enjoying it, and can't wait till the next one. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If I missed anything, let me know. Have a great day. Bye.